Well, with the exception of a few months in Nelson County, this is where my teaching career started as a middle school and high school PE teacher. Also taught health and driver's education for the high school. Behind me is the gym where I spent most of my time, and I attempted to bring the skills checkoffs and strategic, systematic approach to teaching skills as we were taught at Western, and I probably made PE the most boring it could ever be. So kids in this gymnasium for the 2 years I was here hated PE more than likely because it was terribly boring. I wish I could go back and redo that so I can make PE fun like it's supposed to be. As a middle school athletic director, I spent a lot of times in there for basketball games and working the games and so on as well. My second year teaching here, this window right behind my head was my classroom when I was teaching health. First year I was down in the basement. I don't think I'll be able to see that room today, or that window. This is the main entrance of the school. This was the door I most frequently came out of when I was coming from the main building to my gymnasium, which was right down here is where I'd come to. This entrance straight ahead is to the middle school, which I also taught. In the afternoons, I'd be positioned here to watch kids as they was dismissed. It's also where I remember being standing very quietly by myself, as usual. Being quiet more so than being by myself, but where I would stand, and I was kind of sad after we had lost the first baby. Well, I guess it was our second baby, but the one we had gone the longest with. I was standing here with one of the teachers. Mr. Williams come up and shared his experience with me, which was always something that meant a lot. So it was kind of cool. Remember that. Football field behind us, and the track, the weight room down there for the football team. Can't remember exactly, but that looks kind of like the driver's ed car. Surely they don't still have that, but I mean, it looks like it. I think I remember that old tag on the front. That's pretty weird. Oh. Yeah, this is an old driver's ed car. I had to look inside. You can't tell on the camera, but you can see the passenger side brake. So spent some hours in that thing. That's funny. I can't believe they still got it. Behind me here was a little old auxiliary gym or something. We did a few classes in it. Not much in it, but I remember doing a couple things in that. One of the maintenance men, which I remember from here, I don't remember his name, but he come by and saw me seeing it, looking in the driver's ed car, thought I was trying to get in it. So I had to explain who I was, but seeing him, I remember having a run-in with him when we had prom set up, and I was in the gym that they said I couldn't use in there. Had a pretty safe setup set up. There was no way it was gonna hurt anything, but he come in trying to do some muscle. So he lost that battle, though. It's just kind of funny. Still trying to muscle. Pretty sad. One of my other highlights of Paris is the liquor store I'd stop off on.
Is that where you would stop?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
This was our home, 603 David Court.